I'm Darren with Akshon Esports, and welcome to Akshon Recap, the show where we highlight various stories ongoing within the esports community. Last night on Oversight with Thorin, MonteCristo, and guest Michael, Monty stated that he had been in talks with XQC in previously attempting to set up a lunch date where they could give each other feedback on how both parties could improve, only for Monty to be stood up.
Basically, that conversation ended with me saying okay, let's have lunch next week. So you know what I did? I set up lunch with XQC next week, and he stood me up because I was going to go talk to him about how I think he could improve his standing within the league, even though it's not my decision as to whether he gets punished or not. I want him to be able to be vocal and banter with people in an appropriate way, and I was going to talk to him about how he could do that. And I was also going to get feedback about casting so that we could improve. So what happened was I scheduled a lunch for him with him this past week. He did not show up to our lunch and then has never messaged me about it, despite confirming a date and time at which he would be there. So my opinion is that he doesn't actually he doesn't care about anybody else besides XQC. He's not interested at a very deep level, a fundamental level, in participating or being part of the broader whole of the Overwatch League, and he is painting himself as a victim when in fact it is his own actions, or inactions rather, in some cases, that are getting him into trouble.
XQC had the following to say on Twitter regarding the situation. These tweets provide us with some rare insight on how XQC handles these situations, which are rather difficult for him. If XQC wants to continue as a public figure, whether it be as a streamer who wants to expand his following, or as a pro if he so chooses to take up any offers that come his way, he will have to interact with an increasing amount of people from various walks of life with different opinions, which will inevitably land him in complicated situations and eventually help him understand how to cope with different scenarios without turning to the comfort of his Twitch stream. In his response, he said that he doesn't know any better, which is valid to an extent, as it is difficult for any young adult who lacks prior experience as a public figure, as limited media training provided by an organization only goes so far. Not everyone is an extrovert or the perfect interview subject, and each player will handle the pressure in their own way. Despite the fallout for the casters, players, and team, the XQC drama has a silver lining to it, as it shines a light on the larger issue of player development and the importance for teams to help nurture these young players into individuals capable of taking the responsibilities that come with being a public figure in a competitive environment. This is why it's important to not only have a set of players with solid mechanical and communication skills, but also for a team to have a lineup of support staff, whether it be a coach, manager, or human resources personnel, to help players develop in this difficult stage of their life, where they are learning to handle being in the public eye, shouldering the responsibilities of being a role model that reflects the ideals of the league, and in some cases, homesickness. For some members of the Shanghai Dragons, this is something they seem to be struggling with on a daily basis. Earlier this month, DM made a post on Chinese social media apologizing to fans and revealed the stress he has felt from the pressure to live up to expectations and cast away the humiliation of losing every game thus far. As translated by Reddit user Sil from Here, Dia wrote, "We're all responsible for the losing streak. You can say it's because of the strategy or the roster, but in the end, it's because we are so noob. We truly owe you all an apology, but we've tried our hardest. Now I'm truly lost and don't know what to do. We want to win, but good strategies didn't play out well. It's just we are noobs. Our coach gets the blame every day and we feel bad for that too. We've disappointed everyone again. Now I don't know when we will get our first win either. I chose to be here. Don't worry about me. It's such a long trip for so little progress, but at least we realize the difference between us and the good players. Just want to tell my brothers not to give up. Feels really bad, man." In the interview with Unicorn, the Shanghai Dragons coach mentioned that there are 3 ways that the team is working with the team to improve morale, in addition to having outings and other team building activities. 1. Give the players the opportunity to vent and take them away from the professional play and Overwatch temporarily. 2. Talk to the players on mentality issues to relax them for incoming matches. 3. The coaching staff needs to discuss issues displayed in matches, providing solutions which greatly encourages the players and boosts their confidence. To help with their players handle the stress from both the Overwatch community and the burden they place upon themselves to perform, the Shanghai Dragons have hired a sports psychologist to work with the team. Additionally, the organization has plans to implement a fitness course resource and other activities that would be beneficial to the team building process. Now, to clear up some confusion and misconceptions, it has been confirmed that the team in charge of managing the Contenders Korea stream spectating experience will not be the same individuals who manage the Apex broadcast for OGN. Instead, there is a dedicated team of individuals currently receiving training from Blizzard in preparation for Contenders Korea, while those who worked on Apex have likely remained contracted to OGN as part of the team working on the production of their PUBG tournaments. It was confirmed last winter that the broadcasting rights to the Contenders Korea were given to the Korean media group MBC after Apex was absorbed following the launch of the Overwatch League. This news has been met with mixed responses, as there is a significant portion of the community that has voiced their criticism over the current Overwatch League spectating experience based off a narrative style direction, with one team being on camera at a time instead of the Apex style with featured camera work switching between both attacking and defending sides to provide a richer experience of the game. Lastly, Slasher tweeted yesterday that Dallas Fuel is exploring options for releasing or selling both Taimou and Cocco. The two have been underwhelming as of late, as they've proven to be unable to live up to the initial hype carried over from the Envious days, with some believing that they've become more of a burden than an asset. With Dallas bringing on OGE to likely be the team's main starting tank after recently releasing XQC, we'll have to see if the team continues to replace their original lineup with new talent in hopes of turning around their poor record. What are your thoughts on Taimou and Cocco thus far? In the past, they've been great players, but now the overall skill of teams in the pro scene has gone up, with the playing field leveled thanks to more resources being available for all players, in addition to the seeding of Korean talent to improve their competitiveness. Several members of the MV roster have sadly fallen to the wayside after being once considered to be among the best of their roles, in the wake of many new players now rising to the top. What are your thoughts on these rumored moves to replace Taimou and Cocco? Do you feel such action is needed or a bit too drastic? Let us know your thoughts on this story and anything else we've mentioned in today's video in the comment section below. And with that, that's all for this installment of Action Recap. If you enjoy our content, check out our website at actionesports.com to stay up to date on the latest matches, highlights, and more. From scores, match history, and specific game info, we've got you covered for all things Overwatch esports. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our channel for more action-packed content. Also, like and share this video, and click the subscribe button to join our notification squad. Thanks for watching.